As usual, I have asked YouTube to send this video to anyone who is interested in building a timeless brand, a brand that would stand the test of times, trends, and competitors. So if you're watching this video, it's not a mistake, okay? This video is for business owners who keep wondering why their customers are not returning. Okay, someone buys something from you or your services and you don't hear from them again. And every day you're struggling to make sales. And if you don't do 1,000,001 adverts in a week, you won't have somebody who is buying from you or referring you or coming back, because they like what you've given to them. And I'll be telling you why this is happening. Number one, you're not investing in your product. Like that particular thing that people pay you for, whether it's a product or a service, you're not making it your priority. You're not developing it. So you can have the prettiest Instagram feed, the cleanest aesthetics, and the catchiest of captions. You can even post cute BTS clips and use the grandest of influencers and build the most buzzing community. Okay, but if what you are offering isn't within the standard or even above the standard, preferably, people would leave. Your community will migrate because communities do migrate. So branding is the cover, but excellent product or service is the content, and that's what will keep your customers coming back. So don't come and brand bad markets. It won't work. Let's say you run a tech company, you've nailed your branding, your website is sleek, your social media is buzzing, you're actually involved in community, we're seeing it, you're doing viral campaigns and collaborations and you're sponsoring events and all that shenanigans, okay? But then your app is full of bugs, it crashes all the time, your features are confusing, your interface is just like all over the place. What do you think will happen? I'm confused, help me here. You should already know the answer to that. So don't be surprised when you keep losing users, okay? And maybe your customer care is not even reachable. And even if they are reachable, how many calls and complaints can they handle in a day? Or let me give another example. Imagine a clothing brand that has nailed their branding and then you receive your order and there's zero attention to details. There's mistake in the sizing, the finishing is bad. See, these things happen in real life. It's not just a scripted example. I've been a victim a lot of times, and trust me, I never go back. So please do it right, okay? Number one rule to lasting out here and becoming timeless is that you invest in your product and services, okay? And if you add excellent branding to it, trust me, you have engraved your brand in the stones of time, okay? So hire skilled developers. Don't waste money on content yet, okay? You can't have a content or marketing budget of 1 million and then your budget for skilled workers is 200k. That's wrong on all levels. Do your research, train your workers, get quality materials or systems, and stay consistent and updated, with feedbacks, and then add that extra, add a unique selling point. Look for something your competitors are not doing or something you think would favor your clients, and just do it. There's this brand that sells journals and books. Whenever you buy from them, aside offering you excellent customer service, of course, because I always love that, and quality books, your order would come with a personalized note. Of course, they know that what they are selling is books and journals, so their target audience would love to read. They like words of affirmation, most likely. So that note, that is priceless. I think it's a brilliant idea. Something that would make me stay loyal to that brand. That is intentionality. A brand that understands their customers, okay? So if you're selling clothes and you're adding notes, I see a lot of brands copying that. It might not really have that effect, because what is the possibility that this person cares about your notes? But you can add something that anyone who has bought clothes or owns any clothes will appreciate based on functionality. Something like maybe a free brooch, cuff link, an extra button, a lint remover, or even if you want to add a note so bad, like make it practical, something that can be utilized to a clothes order. Maybe maybe a stain removal hack card, like a little note that would show people how to remove stains, or a maintenance card, something that can help them know how to maintain different materials. You can do like little stickers of actual information that they can use. Maybe how to dry your clothes properly, how to maintain your washing machine, or what, something like that. Not a random thank you for buying. I mean, that is good, but when they say go an extra mile, add that extra that your target audience would appreciate, okay? Then you want to make it functional. Trust me, it goes a long way to show intentionality. And you might be thinking that that button is too small, but trust me, one day your client will lose a button. Maybe not from the outfit they ordered from you, but that button you added would be there to save the day. So quality product, good branding equals timelessness. And look at me just giving you a pro hack again with adding extra, okay? So the number 2 thing I want to talk about in this video would be to train your social media team. See, those people are a very important aspect of your journey, okay? They are not just there for posting pictures or writing captions. They are shaping perception. They are telling your story and influencing how your audience sees and engages with your brand, okay? So you cannot afford to go wrong with your social media team. Or even if you are the only person handling your social media, you can't afford to do it wrongly, okay? Imagine hiring a lawyer and letting him speak for you in court without thoroughly briefing him, telling him the actual truth, what actually happened and how it happened with details. If you don't do that, what will he use and defend you? That's what many of you do with your brands. Listen, social media is a modern court of public opinion. It is where your rep is built or destroyed. So when you let someone who doesn't deeply understand your brand make posts for you or create content for you and basically control the narrative for your brand online, you're taking a big risk. A risk that can collapse your entire brand. So what do? Train them. And it's not a one-off thing, it's something you should do often. So the thing is, some of them won't ask you because most of them are not rooted in the foundations of branding. They just want to create viral content and beautiful content. But sit them down and share your story and explain your values. Walk them through the kind of voice and visuals and the vibe that reflects your brand, so they're not randomly creating and posting. So when you do that, you would notice that before they jump on any trend, they would even ask, will our target audience connect? Is there a way we can tweak this to be relatable to our target audience? What can we do with this content so that our people can connect to these videos, to this caption? See, you can hire a good lawyer and they will still not represent you well. So if you want a good lawyer to win your case, they will always tell you, tell me every single thing, get into the deets, so the information you give them is their power. They need facts, they need truth, okay? Even if you committed the crime, okay, you can't lie to your liar because it will catch up with you. And then from the information you provide, they would know the tone, when they'll be assertive or when to be soft. They will implement strategies and other means to represent you with that information you've given, okay? So that's the power you're giving to your social media team when you properly inform them. They would create according to your values, okay? What you're pushing, what the right tone, they know the vision. They will help you tell your story, basically. And that will in turn help you build trust and attract your ideal audience. That's the message for today. So in summary, invest in your social media team. Even if you don't have a social media team, even if it's one person, train that person. And if you're like a one-man business, you haven't grown enough to get a team and you're doing it yourself, please don't post blindly. Don't be pressured. Sit down. Actually, if you're a one-man business, right, branding would actually be very easy for you. Just invest in yourself. You're the brand. Once you get it, it's like an automatic programming because it's just you. You don't ever have to go pay so much. Once you're the owner of your business, make sure that you get your branding right. Know who you are, know who you're selling to. At least get the basics, so that when you're posting, you post with that knowledge. Okay, so if you don't have a team yet, you still need to do the work. Don't say, oh, I'm the content creator, I'm the customer service, I'm the whatnot, the logistics. That is even better if you're doing it. So do it well. You will grow, but you have to do the work. Get knowledge, so that even when you grow and get a team, you'll be able to pass on that knowledge and still maintain, that growth. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to engage, that is subscribe and leave a comment or a like so that the algorithm will keep sending valuable videos like this your way. Okay, bye.